Yeah, I mean, I think it was nice for us to get a few days to kind of recoup. You know, it's been a long season so far from when we started, so it was nice to get a few days to ourselves just to kind of reset and then have the ability to come in hungry again. You know, even though like we're missing some guys and other teams are missing some guys, you know, we think we still have a really strong roster, and I think we're feeling pretty confident after our game in Vancouver a couple weeks ago, where we kind of proved to ourselves that even though we're missing these great players, that we still have more great players on our team, and you know, we're going to be competing with all we can to get those wins. So.
Do you feel like other guys, it's a real opportunity for other leaders to step up, for other players to step up who haven't had as many minutes? Is this like, you know, how do you feel personally and just as a team, who emerges as some of the leaders when those guys are gone?
Yeah, I think time really only tells. Everyone's always excited for an opportunity, so just kind of depends how things go. You know, we got a great team environment. You know, we try to avoid like having any one player just like playing for themselves. So like I think the group as a whole is just ready to step up and try to earn some points here.
You have a tough stretch. I mean, when you look at all the games you're going to play over the next 6 games, I think all of them are in the top 8 in the East. Just what kind of challenges do you have starting with Philadelphia this week?
Yeah, I mean, every game is tough in this league. I think, especially, you know, any away game, especially, I think is tough in this league.
You have a lot of them in that stretch.
Yeah, so there's a lot of travel. You know, it's always tough to pick up points on the road. So I think we put a big emphasis on the start of the year, trying to get as many points as possible. So when we got to this tougher stretch of the season, that you know we were in a good spot, but that doesn't mean we're complacent. You know, we want to keep pushing, try to get some points from these teams, try to get some wins. Yeah.
You gave up, you know, your team gave up some goals in the last couple games, even though, you know, you had the full complement of players. Does that concern you at all? Is there anything that needs to change for this next section going forward? Or?
Yeah, obviously our goal is to keep a clean sheet every game, and you know it's soccer. That's not always going to happen. So we try not to overreact to stuff like that, but at the same time, you know, you need to look at things and make adjustments. So just finding a good balance of both, I guess.
How, as a player for a team that's in MLS and is still playing, can you have some time? Do you feel like you can watch the Euros, watch Copa, you know, sort of get into those tournaments, and could that inspire you as a player, you know, when you're seeing it's kind of like a World Cup is going to be playing out in front of us in a week's time?
Yeah, I think these competitions are always really fun to watch. I mean, it's got all the players competing at the highest level, playing for their national team, so there's a little bit of pride on the line, but I think it's very enjoyable. You know, I like to watch all the best players in the world and see how they compete, see their work ethic, see all the things that they're good at. But I'm excited.
How about the U.S. team? What do you think about them going forward? They're playing Brazil tonight.
Yeah, I mean they had some tough games here for their friendlies to start before Copa America, and you know I'm pulling for them. I'm excited for them. I'm hoping that they can do well in the tournament.
Can I ask a couple more? Yeah. What has it been like to have Argentina sharing a training facility with you here? Have you guys interacted at all, or are you guys on completely different schedules?
Yeah, we haven't really seen them too much. I mean, you can't really have 2 teams here at the same time, so
right.
Like we get our time at the facility here in the morning, and then I'm not sure exactly what time they train, but they got their own time in the afternoon. But we're glad we get to host them. Obviously, they're the world champions, so it's cool to have them here.
And what did you do during your break? Did you travel at all, or did you just stay home here?
I went to go see my girlfriend a little bit. So she was in Seattle, where I went to college, and I went to go see her for a couple days, and then came right back.
To just
yeah.
get away from everything.
Got some colder weather. It was nice, 60s, a little bit of rain, but it was a good break. Yeah.
I want to ask you personally, going forward now, with there's been some injuries on the back line and everything. Where do you see your role with this next 6-game stretch coming up? What do you think your role is going to be? What's your goal?
I'm not really too sure yet. Whatever it's going to be, you know, I just want to kind of step in and do my best for the team, whether I'm coming off the bench, where I'm getting more minutes on the field. So just whatever the coach is asking me, and we're going to start looking at that more here the next couple of days before the game.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.